What happens when a lonely woman discovers a crying baby, abandoned by the world? She takes him in, raises him with love, and gives him a name, Oba, meaning king. But years later, a wealthy stranger returns, claiming the boy as her own. Was Oba truly abandoned, or was his destiny waiting to shake an entire village?
Long ago, in the bustling African city of Ibuzo, there lived a woman named Mama Chika. She was known across the marketplace for her strong voice and her colorful wrappers. But beneath her bright appearance, Mama Chika was a lonely woman. She had no children of her own. Her husband had passed away many years ago, and though people respected her, when the night fell and the city lights dimmed, her compound was silent. One evening, as the sun melted into a red-orange horizon and the streets of Ibuzo buzzed with traders closing their stalls, Mama Chika heard the soft whimper of a child near the refuse heap. She followed the sound, and there, wrapped in tattered cloth, was a tiny baby boy, his eyes wide, his face smeared with dust. People gathered, whispering, "Whose child is this?" "Maybe a cursed one. Leave him there. No good will come from raising a child found at the dump." But Mama Chika, her heart swelling, bent down, lifted the child into her arms and said firmly, "If the world has abandoned him, then I will be his world." She named him Oba, meaning king. Oba grew into a bright, curious child. Mama Chika sold yams and palm oil in the marketplace, and Oba would run between the stalls, helping her carry baskets. The boys' laughter filled Mama Chika's once silent home. But strange things began to happen. When Oba touched the soil of their backyard, crops grew faster and greener. When he fetched water, the pots never seemed to dry. When Mama Chika fell sick, his small hands on her forehead seemed to chase the fever away. The villagers started whispering again. "This boy is not ordinary. Maybe he is a blessing. Or maybe a curse waiting to reveal itself." Mama Chika ignored them. To her, Oba was simply her son. Years rolled by, and Oba became a strong young man. But one day, a procession of wealthy strangers entered Ibuzo. At their head was a proud woman dressed in flowing golden fabric, her eyes sharp as a hawk's. She stopped dead when she saw Oba. That boy is mine," she declared. The woman revealed herself as Madame Ifeoma, a rich merchant who had once abandoned her own child. Out of shame, she confessed she had left the baby to die because a fortune teller had told her, "Your first son will rise higher than you, but his greatness will come from another's hands." Madame Ifeoma feared being overshadowed. She wanted wealth, not a prophecy. And so, she had abandoned her son. Now, years later, she wanted him back because her business was collapsing, and she had heard rumors of a mystical boy who brought prosperity. Madame Ifeoma trembled, torn between fear and anger. She held Oba close, but Madame Ifeoma came with guards and a bag of gold, offering it in exchange. But Oba, now a man, stepped forward. His voice was calm but filled with thunder. "Motherhood is not who gave me life, but who gave me love. You, Madame Ifeoma, gave me dust and abandonment. Mama Chika gave me a name, a home, and a future. She is my true mother." The villagers cheered. But Madame Ifeoma was not done. She pulled out a parchment from a diviner, claiming, "This boy carries my blood. By tradition, he belongs to me." At that moment, the skies darkened. A sudden wind swept the marketplace. Oba's eyes glowed fightly, and the earth trembled. He stretched his hands, and crops sprouted even from the cracks in the ground. A voice, deep and ancient, echoed, "The child belongs not to blood, but to love. The abandoned shall rise, and the selfish shall fall." Madame Ifeoma collapsed, crying. Her riches meant nothing. Her palace was already crumbling under debts. She left the village in shame, her golden clothes trailing in the dust. Oba remained with Mama Chika. In time, He became a leader in Ibuzo, known for his wisdom and kindness. He built schools for orphans and markets for widows, always remembering where he came from. When Mama Chika grew old, Oba cared for her with the same devotion she once gave him. Her final words to him were, "Blood may begin life, but love sustains it. Never forget, my son, you are proof that the abandoned can become kings." And so, the people of Ibuzo learned a truth. Wealth may build walls, but love builds legacies.